This is a bit outside of my normal posting, but I felt like it was big enough that I needed to make a video about it. So Ford and Tesla just announced a partnership that will allow 12,000 Tesla supercharger locations for Ford vehicles to charge at. Now, the details and fine print are still up in the air, and no one knows exactly how that's going to work out. But, as usual, I have questions. And furthermore into that, comments. So, first of all, my questions, it's 12,000 supercharger locations. I think there aren't that many. I mean, there are 12,000, but there aren't many. So now I'm kind of wondering if they mean supercharger stalls or actual locations, because you could have 8 to 12 stalls per location. So that could be a technicality. But more importantly, you'll need an adapter to use your CCS port on the Ford at Tesla superchargers. And so, are we talking about magic docks being put in everywhere, or are we talking about a specific adapter sold to Ford owners? And then, the question of, well, if it's the magic dock, then how is this specifically for Ford if all other cars can use it? And or if it's for Ford having to get their own adapter, then who's to say I couldn't just go buy the adapter and plug my Rivian into it? What kind of, and these are all unanswered questions, but I have lots of them. But that was one part of the major announcement today that, by next year, which isn't very far away, by the way, 12,000 Tesla superchargers would be open. Chargers or charger locations would be open to Ford vehicles to use. The other part of the major announcement is that by 2025, Ford will start shipping their new electric vehicles with the NACS charging adapter, charging port. That is the Tesla charging port, for those of you who don't really know that. Ford is the first company to adapt or adopt the Tesla charging port. I think it's a great idea. It's a great plan. You guys have seen my videos about how I don't like CCS versus, or J1772 versus the Tesla port, because it's just inconvenient to use and not that great. So I think it's a great move. However, I think Ford just shot themselves in the foot, because announcing now that in 2025 you will move to the Tesla NACS adapter, why would anyone buy a Ford now? Why would I go buy a Ford? If I was halfway considering buying the Mach-E that I ordered, that's a future video. I'm not buying it, by the way. If I was even halfway considering buying it, I would probably step back now, because what good's it going to be in 5 years when everything is moving to NACS? You can charge your Mach-E at the supercharger, but you're going to need the new port. Sure, maybe they'll sell a retrofit for the port, but it's more of an inconvenience. And maybe Ford will answer these questions. Maybe Ford will say, hey, we'll retrofit your port for free. It'll be included. Maybe they'll give the adapters for free. I don't know. But great move moving to NACS, but I don't understand why anyone would buy a Ford until it happens now, because knowing that that's going to change, even your home charging is going to change. You're going to need a Tesla charger, or at least a J1772 to Tesla adapter, which maybe they'll include that. I don't know. But it for someone like me, it makes no sense at all. I would just wait for them to release the Tesla adapter, because I already have Tesla chargers in my house. One less thing to have to worry about, Lots of questions. Hopefully these are answered in the near future. But in either case, I think it's a great move by Ford. I think it's hopefully more companies follow along and do this, but I think it's been great. So let's see where it goes. See you guys on Sunday for a new video. Scheduled Sunday and Wednesday for now, and changes are coming. Changes are coming.